everybody, this is Iram from Alamkul, and today we will be learning about combustion, oxidation, and reduction reaction. And in the last class, we discussed the nomenclature functional group. So we will do a quick revision. So here in the functional group, we already discussed कि alcohol का क्या होता है? OH, and we always write OL for alcohol. Aldehyde, which is your CHO, and we use Al. Ketone is your CO, and for ketone we always write ON. Carboxylic acid is COH. So for this we write oic acid. Okay. We discussed lots of examples. So we will see one of the example for a quick revision. Let's say this is your question. Let's say this is the one. So here how many carbons? So I've already told you we have to go stepwise. First we have to find that which is a longest chain, and then we have to see the functional group, and after that we start numbering from the left or from the right side. Either way, by looking your functional group, your priority group. Okay, so here how many carbons? Three carbons. So for three carbons, we always use prop, right? Here we discussed 1 minute. Let me show you here. Yeah. See, here we discussed na कि for meth के लिए we use always one carbon. For one carbon we use meth. For two it, three prop, four bute, and five pent. Okay. So here what we will use. So here how many? Three carbons. So for three we use prop and propane. And in the second, if we will start numbering from the left side or from the right side, from both sides, the OH is coming in the middle one only. So we will write 2. And for OH, we always use this. Alcohol for OH is your all. So we will write all over here. And we will always cross this E. So it will be propane to all. Okay, one last example. This CH3, H2, how many carbons? Four carbons. And here your functional group is added in the second number. So we will write butane 2, and this is your OH, which is your alcohol. So OL. Okay. And today we will discuss about combustion. What is combustion? So combustion, the reaction in which the substance burn with oxygen gas to form your carbon dioxide and water with the release of large amount of heat and light. Means here the reaction in which the substance, which substance? Your hydrocarbon substance. What is the meaning of this hydrocarbon? It means it's a combination of two things. First is your hydrogen and the second one is your carbon. Okay, तो अगर कहीं भी hydrocarbon लिखा है, so it means it's a combination of both the hydrogen and the carbon. So here the reaction in which the substance burn with oxygen. So here I wrote here hydrocarbon, which is the combination of both hydrogen and carbon. And here, if this will burn with your oxygen gas to form what? It will form carbon dioxide and water. Okay, CO2 and water it will form with the release of large amount of heat and light as well. So here in this example, we are using CH4, which is your methane. Methane is combining with your oxygen. CH4 methane, this is what? This is also a hydrocarbon because this is a combination of hydrogen as well as carbon. So if this will react with your oxygen, it will form carbon dioxide plus hydrogen. Same here, carbon dioxide and hydrogen with the release of some amount of your heat or light. So here in this equation, there's a release of heat is happening. Okay. Now we will discuss what is oxidation and what is reduction. So oxidation means loss of electron and your reduction means gain of electron. Reduction means reduce क्या हो रहा है? Your removal of oxygen is happening and your addition of hydrogen. And in oxidation, your addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. So oxidation is very simple. The name itself, समझ पा रहे हैं कि the name itself is telling कि okay, the oxidation, it means something is related to oxygen. It means the addition of oxygen is happening and the removal of hydrogen. And here in the reduction means the oxygen is reducing, the removal of oxygen is happening, and the addition of hydrogen. Both two are vice versa. So we will see one example. Here 2 mg O2 and it will give you 2 mgO. So here what is happening? Your oxygen is oxidation add means your oxygen is adding and then we are getting this 2 magnesium oxide. NH3 which is giving your N2 and H2, it means it is fully oxidized. Why? Because the removal of hydrogen is happening. Okay, so removal of hydrogen and the addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen and addition of your oxygen, this refers to your oxidation process. And opposite here, addition of hydrogen and removal of oxygen, this refers to your reduction process. In this example, your magnesium and hydrogen, So if this will combine, it will form MgH2. It means that hydrogen is adding here. We are adding the hydrogen and then we are getting this MgH2. And MgO means Mg plus O2. It means the removal of oxygen is happening. Okay. So here one example, if we will take, oxygen is having how much? 8, right? So if we will do this electronic configuration of oxygen, we will get 2 and 6. Means 2 and 6, if we will add these two, we'll get 8 only. So here 6 is there in the outermost shell. So we always want 8 to be there in the outermost shell to complete its octet. So what we will do, we will add 2 more um, 2 more electrons to this L shell for this oxygen to complete its outermost orbit. So we will write like this: 2, 0 minus 2, 2 and 8. It means this is gaining 2 electrons. So here the gaining of electrons is referring to your reduction process. And here also your gaining of 2 electrons is happening for the oxygen. Why? To complete its outermost orbit, means 8 total. So we have to gain 2 electrons. So gaining of electron always refer to your reduction process. So this whole is your reduction process. Now I will give 2 more examples. Let me write it here. Examples. Okay. First, like here, if I'm writing one equation, which is your Fe2O3 plus 3CO, and this is getting 2Fe and plus 3CO2. Okay. So here now what is happening? As you can see, this part and this part means this and this. So what is happening here? Your Fe2O3 and here only Fe. So what is this? This process is known as reduction. Why reduction? Because removal of oxygen. Reduction, we discussed that removal of oxygen will happen. So here Fe2O3 is getting reduced to only 2Fe and the removal of oxygen is happening. And what about this CO and CO2? So this is your oxidation process. Why? Because here the addition of oxygen is happening. Here no oxygen and here 2 oxygen is added to the this O only. ठीक है, तो ये एक example है जिसमें कि Fe2O3 which is getting reduced to only 2Fe. So this process is known as reduction because the removal of oxygen is happening, and here in this your oxygen is getting added. So this oxidation process is this. And one more example I will take, very simple one. Iron Fe plus O2, Fe2O3, and here with the help of your water. So what will happen? Your Fe to Fe2O3, it means this is what? This is your reduction, and Fe which is getting Fe2O3, this is your oxidation. Okay. So this was the simplest one. So from this example, एकदम clear हो चुका होगा for you all that Fe2O3 plus 3CO. So oxygen is adding, it means the oxidation, and if we are not adding the oxygen, it means that was that is your reduction. Okay. Last example, I will write it here. So let's say 2 mg plus O2, 2 mg. This is your 2 plus, and O is 2 minus. Why? Because we are adding 2 oxygen in the outermost shell. So it will be 2 minus, and here we are taking out 2 from the magnesium. So that's why 2 plus. So यहाँ पर क्या होगा? Which one is your oxidation and which one is your reduction? Any guesses? Oxidation and reduction. So here, this thing, 2 mg, 2 electron, 2 plus. It means this is your oxidation, and O2 which is getting 2 O2 minus, this is the reduction. Now let me tell you why this is reduction and why this is oxidation. So here we already discussed your gain of electron is your reduction, and here oxygen is gaining 2 electrons to complete its outermost orbit or shell. So here the gaining of electron is happening. It means the gaining of electron is your reduction. ठीक है, gaining करना of electron is your reduction, and losing of electron is your oxidation. And 2 mg, which is losing the 2 electrons to get this 2 plus thing over. So this will be your oxidation and this will be your reduction. Okay. So reduction is what? Gain of electron. Oxidation is loss of electron. In oxidation, we will add oxygen, and in reduction, we will remove oxygen and we will add hydrogen. Okay, so that's it for today. And in the next class, we will discuss about addition and the substitution reaction. Okay, till then, keep watching and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.